MotorWeek is made possible by Auto Value and Bumper to Bumper and TireRack.com.
The Hyundai IONIQ 5 recently made MotorWeek's headlines with the adrenaline-pumping IONIQ 5N taking the trophy for Best Performance Car in our 2025 Driver's Choice Awards. But in order for the N to win there, it needed a solid foundation. We thought the IONIQ 5 was already a competent EV, but Hyundai is giving this subcompact utility a mid-cycle refresh for 2025. And we were invited to Palm Springs, California for some first drive seat time. The IONIQ 5 was already a unique looking EV with its cubic LED headlights and retro futuristic vibes, and while much of that has remained, this update sees a slight redesign to the front bumper. The side profile is contoured by sharp lines that continue all the way to the rear bumper, giving the vehicle a more confident SUV stance. Other styling shakeups focus on aerodynamics, mainly a new rear spoiler to accentuate the rear and updated wheel styling, which is trim dependent. There's even a few new colors to pick from, that being matte gray on all models and the XRT model coming in with cosmic blue pearl and ultimate red metallic. But it's not all style. There's some functionality to this update, much of which is derived directly from customer feedback. For starters, a new rear wiper, which in previous years was not equipped. But the biggest and arguably best change involved is the battery and the charging interface. The IONIQ 5 now comes standard with a Tesla-style NACS charge port to allow drivers to be able to use Tesla superchargers for faster charging. They've also increased the battery capacity on the standard pack from 58 kilowatt hours to 63 kilowatt hours, and on the long-range battery, it goes from 77 kilowatt hours to 84 kilowatt hours. By doing this, the updated IONIQ 5 lowered range anxiety that much more by increasing the vehicle's overall mileage range across the board depending on the trim and drive layout. And speaking of listening to their consumers, Hyundai has also taken these changes to the interior by adding a new redesigned HVAC control system for a more fluid experience. Adding to the IONIQ experience, they've changed the center console by adding physical heated front seat controls, a new steering wheel design, and for the SEL models and above, heated rear seats. And the tech convenience doesn't stop there. They've also made wireless CarPlay and Android Auto standard across the board, and made their digital key system much more seamless by using NFC and low Bluetooth energy, allowing you to unlock your car with your phone while it's still in your pocket, making it easier when loading and unloading your vehicle. Additional USB-C charge ports in the front and rear mean you can always stay connected. I have spent some time today driving around in the IONIQ 5 Limited, and I can tell you that the experience in that is very good. It's super comfortable and enjoyable, though I will say the suspension is a little on the stiff side, but we were able to switch over to an XRT model. Now, with the XRT model being the off-road version, the suspension is a bit softer. It is a little bit floatier, but it's not bad. But sometimes you just want to disconnect. We get it. And so did thousands of others who joined the off-road and overlanding scene in recent times. When you think of off-road, your first thought would not be an EV. And if it is, you probably aren't thinking IONIQ. But Hyundai aims to change that, taking a step in the direction of capability with this XRT model. XRT is a familiar designation on other Hyundai models, but it's making its all-electric debut on the IONIQ 5. It offers the capabilities of an SUV while also being able to take you off-road and brave the wilderness with confidence. It certainly looks more rugged, with unique front and rear bumpers that are covered in the all-new digital pixel camo. Breaking this disguise are bright red recovery hooks in the front, contrasting black exterior details on the side sills, rear spoiler, and mirrors. It's tied together with interesting 18-inch wheels, but they're not just for show, wrapped by an all-terrain tire that adds to its rugged look. The XRT isn't just for looks though, as it is made to handle more rugged conditions from the help of its 23mm suspension lift, providing an extra inch of ground clearance over other models. This goes hand in hand with the improved approach angle of 19.8 degrees and a departure angle of 30 degrees, two numbers that are crucial when it comes to traversing rough terrain. The XRT is a capable off-roader that handles the trails well with its standard all-wheel drive system, aided by various modes like sand, snow, and mud, allowing for wheel slip to give you that excitement you're looking for while keeping you in control. With those updates to the 2025 IONIQ 5 is how it aims to provide a better user experience on and off the road. Where does pricing fall for this EV? Well, you can get the rear-wheel drive SC SR model under $43,000 and the rear-wheel drive limited model for just a bit over $54,000, while the all-wheel drive SE model starts at just around $50,050 and the limited all-wheel drive is just a bit over $58,000 and the XRT model starts at $55,400. We'll have an official road test on the 2025 Hyundai IONIQ 5 soon enough. But until then, stay tuned to MotorWeek.
The MotorWeek app, which includes our latest reviews and feature stories, is now available for mobile devices.